Hey folks, Benj makes the garden guy here, and today I'm going to show you what to do for your yard if you have spots that continue to stay bare, that just don't grow grass. So here we have some areas. You can see the soil is exposed. They did do some drainage work here, or some piping. So you can see all through here you got some spots. Eventually this would fill in, but the client really wants this to be nicely filled in. You can see where they dug. It's just a pretty good area that could use some TLC. And so what I do for that kind of scenario is, especially here in Tennessee, but if you live in an area that has a lot of clay, the best thing to do is add compost to the top, or organic matter. People try to dump on the chemicals and the synthetic fertilizer. It just doesn't work. You have to have a layer of decomposing organic material. It locks in the nutrients, it locks in the moisture, locks in it makes the roots spread out more widely. And so yeah, you really want to bring in your own compost. So this compost here that I have is more like composted horse manure and sawdust. Really make sure it's decomposed. Whatever you get, really make sure it's highly decomposed, otherwise you're not adding any nutrients, at least not initially. It'll take time for that to decompose. So the more seasoned the better. I would encourage you can do mushroom compost, you could do horse manure that's decomposed. Some stuff will have more seeds in it. So this yard here is not like only fescue. If you have only in a fescue yard, like this has all kinds of clovers and everything in it, but if you had an only fescue yard, I would be very careful what I use as far as compost goes, because you can introduce weed seeds and no fun stuff like that. So sometimes you gotta be very careful. You can add in topsoil as well. Topsoil usually will settle down in a little faster, but sometimes not all topsoil is made equal. You gotta make sure you get the high quality stuff that has really been actually topsoil. It's not more like fill dirt type of thing. So before you get the material, go out there, check it out, feel it, and just look for organic pieces of decomposed material, and that will be your best option there. Another thing you could do is leaf mold over the fall. Just collect your leaves and compost those and mix them up, and then eventually that'll become a leaf mold, and you can spread that where you want your grass to grow better. You can get grass clippings and compost those. So basically, if you want to make your area that has been having a hard time with growing, if you want to make it grow better, compost is the key. Compost is the key, folks. All right, I'll show you the update, the update in a second. Making progress. I'd say I've offloaded about 3 yards. Still have this way to go, but it's helpful whenever I get the trailer close enough, because I can just easily toss it off the side. Oh yeah. Okay, we got quite a bit done here. I think that's all we're gonna broadcast, but it's looking good. Now it's time to spread. All right, got everything spread out all the way down. It's looking happy. I spread it out thin enough to where I want this grass that's already here to pop through, but I'm also gonna put in seed. And then after the seed, I'm gonna use this rake, the soft rake, to go ahead and go across, and I call it feather it in, but that's basically, let me give you a little test plot here. Basically, it's gonna be like this. Here's a spot, spread my seeds, and then get this rake and basically rake through the whole way. So that's simultaneously exposing the grass below, but also getting the seeds to find their way into little cubby holes where they'll have more access to moisture and have a quicker rooting process. So that's the plan. Let's do it. All right, it's time for the straw. Yeah, this stuff is good. The reason we put straw down is to keep everything covered where there's no erosion or less erosion, and then also creates a better environment for those seeds to pop through because it's more moist. Good progress here. Straw is, I love it whenever straw is like tiny little pieces like this because it lays down so quick, so nicely. It's amazing, but it also gets everywhere, so I did not grab much. I need 2 hands for this, but it lays nice. All done. I got straw all over me, all over my arm, down my legs. Woo, good stuff. But folks, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Now, hopefully this helps you know what you can do for your area. Just add in that real organic matter compost. Find the right thing for you, and man, you'll be blessed. The best time really to do this is really the fall or winter. So it has time for the rain to come. Every time it gets wet and then the freezes come, they like break the water expands whenever it freezes, so it breaks open those clods if there's any clods of soil. But this is a good option too. All right, you guys have a good one. Looking happy. We got some grass growing here, and I'm going to keep it watered for the next 3 or 4 weeks, and we'll go from there. But thanks for watching the Garden Guy channel. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Catch you later. Have a good one.